Well, Mr. Speaker, let me first thank the chairman for his leadership on this issue. As already been mentioned, last summer, millions of Americans participated in the Ice Bucket Challenge, raising more than $100 million to combat ALS or Lou Gehrig's disease. What most people don't realize, though, is at the exact same time this movement was sweeping the nation, the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services was implementing misguided policies to deny access to speech-generating devices for those patients with ALS and other degenerative conditions. Now, for many people who have ALS, speech-generating devices and the eye-tracking technology that is often used with these devices are the only way to communicate with your loved ones, with family, with friends, and others. And in response to the agency's new policies, Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers and I led that bipartisan letter with more than 200 Republicans and Democrats asking for changes to the proposals. And while the agency has taken some actions to roll back some of the rules, we've got to guarantee that these patients will have access to speech-generating devices. And that's why Senator Vitter, Representative McMorris Rodgers, and Majority Whip Scalise and I first introduced the Steve Gleason Act. And this bill gets its name, as was mentioned, from former New Orleans Saints safety Steve Gleason. And Steve famously blocked a punt, resulting in the first touchdown for the New Orleans Saints in their dramatic return to the Superdome after Hurricane Katrina. And today, Steve faces a new opponent as he battles ALS. This bill is for Steve and the millions of people who have ALS. The Ice Bucket Challenge was a good start, but there's more we can do to help people with that deadly disease. Because instead of limiting access to life-improving devices, we should be embracing 21st century cures and technologies that empower millions of Americans living with degenerative disabilities to have a better life and communicate with their family, friends, physicians, and loved ones. I'm glad we could come together in a bipartisan manner to embrace innovation and help so many patients, Mr. Speaker, and I encourage passage of this important legislation and yield back.
The gentleman yields back.